Arson down.
The time commitment that it takes to be a volunteer is significant. There's over 180 hours worth of training that needs to be done before a volunteer firefighter can be a volunteer firefighter. And doing that training within a period of time where you're balancing work, balancing family, and balancing whatever hobbies you have at home can be extremely difficult.
Pennsylvania's first responders offer their time and risk their lives to protect people and property, but they're facing incredible challenges in recruiting and retaining volunteers. In fact, the Commonwealth had nearly 300,000 emergency responders in the 1970s. Today, there are only about 37,000, leaving the possibility of a day when a 911 call goes unanswered.
There's a lot of ways to give back to the community, but for me, doing it through the fire department has been very rewarding, and I thoroughly enjoy it. But I'm getting older. You know, we need younger people to get interested in it and you know, stick with it.
A commission was created to study the problem and recommend solutions.
When we finished up our SR6 commission work, a lot of the firefighters and first responders said to me, don't let this report be written and then put on a shelf somewhere with no action taken on it. And I made a commitment to them that we were going to get as many of these recommendations passed into law as possible.
Over the past 2 weeks, the House made good on its promise to help our fire and EMS personnel by passing more than a dozen bills. Among the benefits are tax breaks and tuition assistance to recruit and retain members, as well as ways for companies to access more money for equipment and training.
The package does any number of things to support the volunteer fire and volunteer EMS, from supporting them with student loans to helping them with or giving the availability to help with tax relief. So there's just a number of bills to encourage our volunteers and to say thank you, really, to our volunteers, both in the fire and EMS, first responders. Particular to me, what I thought was good were the mental health portions, the mental health bills that support for PTSD and anyone who suffers from that and provides access to counseling. These volunteers see sometimes some horrific things, experience some horrific things, and we ought to give them the mental health resources they need.
It's completely flattering to be recognized by so many pieces of legislation through the House, and knowing that, hey, people are going to start looking out for us and have a vested interest in making sure that we succeed.